Long time no see. I'm glad to see you come back. You know, you must have seen our newsletter that we put out, that we had up online. So we got a lot of new volumes in, and I had you in mind when I picked up these volumes. So I just want you to sit back, relax, just come enjoy this time with us, and let's get started. You feel like this when we first opened. So we haven't even turned the lights on in the store yet. Let's go ahead and turn those on. It's more like it. We just, we got it in the store. It's a gourmet shop. We like to set the vibe, but I think we got some stuff for you. What are you looking for in particular this time around? Because it's been a while since we've talked. Okay. So, we're a little bit all over the board. We had some of our people bring in some of the new stuff. We got a lot of new stuff ordered online, as well as we had a lot of people for trade-ins. So, we got a lot of different stuff. We have a series or two, couple series. We also have some of our older stuff on the shelf right here as well. So, if you're feeling some of the stuff that we already had in stock, we can check that out as well. But what are you thinking? Right? What are you thinking? Okay. So you're thinking new stuff. You want to go new. Understandable, we've got a good chunk of new stuff. So I understand that you want to go new. So you want to try something that you haven't tried before. One of my highly recommended series that I could say that you should definitely pick up. Not drifting off too far. I know you're really, really big into the action, bloody stuff, So this one is not too far off from where you are. So let me go ahead and grab a few volumes of that. We got some right here. No order by any chance, but I just show them off to you. So it's this wonderful series called Parasite. This series right here. Hey, and knock your socks off. I'm not gonna lie to you at all. I think that you should definitely probably check this one out. For us, this was one we were trying to get into the shop for a very, very long time, and then we finally got around to getting it. I think that this is one of those ones. If I'm being completely honest with you, come on, think about it. Up until this point, I've never steered you wrong, huh? I've always kind of helped you out with this type of stuff, so in really good condition as well. I'll go ahead and show you all those volumes, but we got you, and I give you a little Takame discount, but we got this one ready for you for $3.99. You can't beat that. This right here, man. Who else is doing deals like this? Deal's so good, we might go out of business if you don't buy from us, So what I can do for you is I'll put these to the side, show these off for you. I can hold them while you're in the store, but once you leave, I can't hold them any longer. It's just good business, but I'll definitely give you first dibs. You see, that's volume 4 right there. Only me would show you them out of order, but I gotta get you a little enticed up, get you a little interested in what we got going on here. But yeah, this series is about a parasite by the name of it, as you can see. And there's this guy named Shoichi. As this guy, his body was almost taken over by a parasite, but he stopped him in his forearm. So now only his forearm to hand can be transformed into a parasite. So there's other wise parasites in this world that live amongst humans, and they have to figure out how to go around them. Very interesting series, and I like the anime of it, but the manga, I've only heard good things about this, so I think that this would definitely be a step in the right direction for you, especially since we have all the actual volumes right here. You could binge all the volumes, and then that literally is going to occupy you for a little while, even if you don't leave with anything else. I think that this might be a good grab for you. It's definitely a weird series, but if you read manga, you're definitely into some weird stuff, which is nothing wrong with that. I'm glad that we could be your first shop to buy from, We also got some darker stuff. I'll show you everything that we got in recently, so don't even worry about that at all. But I think that this right here is probably the best thing for you. As of right now, it's just a very simple series that I could definitely recommend and say that this is one of the better series that we have in stock. Cover 3. Let's go ahead with cover 2. So this is the parasite and what it looks like with his hand. Definitely a different thing. But it's not like something you've seen before, so you can see his normal hand. Parasite in his hand. Isn't that pretty dope? I think that right stuck in your ways when you come to the shop. Like always super stuck in your ways. And I don't know why you do that to yourself, you know. But yeah, great condition. The quality of each page is amazing as well. Let me show you a little bit of it. This is great right here. I'm telling you, if you don't pick it up, I'm gonna pick it up myself. So don't hesitate to pick it up. Quality this is fantastic, and I'll give it to you for a nice price. You know, always hook you up, man. Always hook you up. All right, let's get into the second half of the volumes. Volumes 5 through 8. So here's volume 5. Covers are so wonky and weird, but that's what makes this series what it is. Also got some darker series for you, but one of the series here that I don't know if I'll recommend it to you. A lot of people say stay away from it, but we'll see how deep you want to go down the rabbit hole, you know. And yeah, same old in stock, you know. Berserks, the Hellsings, Blade of the Immortal, Burn the Witch, Fist of the North Star. We still have our box sets. Claymore box set coming pretty soon, so I don't know if I'm gonna give you dibs to that first when it comes in. It might not even hit the shelf if I'm being completely honest with you. I might get that for myself. Don't tell nobody I told you that though. Yeah, don't tell nobody that. Cover 6 right there. Cover 7, definitely probably the weirdest one, you know. Depends on how you look at it. But well kept up. How's your collection coming along? Have you sold anything? Kept it? Okay, you kept it all. That's nice, you know. I feel like it's an addictive feeling once you kind of collect some manga, and especially when you've read it or you really are invested in a series or just the hobby in general. So that's really dope that you kept it. A lot of people at the stage of your collecting usually kind of gets rid of some volumes and holds on to some. So I'm glad that you and your partner could also share volumes. You know, that's very important. You know. And I've seen the picture that you sent me of your setup. It was an amazing setup as well. I like how you had the contrast of your actual work room with the actual volumes in the back. It really gave it a taste of character of you. So I thought that was really cool. You know, I'm always paying attention. You know, I always try to connect with the customers on a deeper level, just because, you know, we always want you to come back. We always want you to, when we hosting events or anything, I want you to tell people about the shop, or always just come by and just pay us a visit. Maybe one day you'll be able to work in the shop as well. Help me out. Cover 8. Very wholesome cover, you know. So, my question is, what are you thinking about these? What are you thinking about Parasite series? Do you like it? Do you think the Parasite series is really good? Okay. So, I mean, we'll keep that off to the side for you. I think that this was definitely up your alley, though. I think this should be one of the series that you definitely should pick up, just because this entirety of right here, a lot of times I sell you series that are not all fully together, but this one right here is a fantastic series, and I wouldn't lead you astray. I promise you that. Wouldn't lead you astray at all. That one speaks volumes, but I'll just go ahead and I'll show you another series that I think you should get. I'm trying to just give you a whole series that are actually really good for you, know, kind of just straight to the point. You can just knock them out and read them and enjoy them right today after you leave the shop, you know. So this next one right now, Takami's not much of a hypocrite, but this was suggested to me by another fellow shop owner. But I heard good things about this this is the complete series of the Hunters Guild of Red Hood. So mini stories is what I heard this is about. Like Red Riding Hood and everything like that. Three Little Pigs. I don't know if this is true or not. You know, we just wanted to get something different in the shop this time around. So, hey, you could take this home and then come back and let me know if it's butt. Come back and just throw it at me. If it's amazing, tell me. Let me know. But I think that this will be a great one as well. Just because it's already ready. You ain't gotta worry about going to finding them other ones. Also text me like, hey Takame, hey Takame, hey Takame, hey Takame, hey Takame, hey Takame, hey Takame. Hey, do you have the rest of the volumes? And I'm like, nah, they're not in just yet. We don't have them just yet. But now we have an actual series, and this series seems very fun. I think you need a fun series in your collection. You don't have anything that's extremely just fun. Something out of the box, if I'm being honest. I think you got a lot of serious stuff. And a lot of stuff that every collector should probably have. I think this is a series that steps outside of the box and something that you probably would never pick up. And something that you know, you just open up and just enjoy it, you know, light a candle, relax, vibe, indulge in, you know, stuff if that's what you like to do. If you don't, hey, it's okay with that stuff too. But I think you should give this a chance. If you don't give it a chance, oh boy, Takami might just, you know, I'm just saying. That's not to put any pressure on you. It's not to put no pressure on you. But these are in great condition. Doesn't get any better than these. I just think, if anything, maybe the Parasite series would be the only one that you should pick up. But I think that this one is a great suggestion as well. There's 3 series that I kind of want to get you to grab and take home, just because it was so hard to get these in stock, and they were raving about it so much. And when we got them, you're not the only one. I just wanted to give you first dibs though, because I just thought that was the most respectful thing. The shop hasn't been open for a while. We've been traveling, and we finally came back, finally open for business once again. And of course, you said that you would be here, and I never try to disappoint you at all. Always try to get you the top quality stuff and first dibs. Always. So what are we thinking? You want to give this one a try? Okay. I'll put this over to the side for you. I got you. So right now we're eyeballing 2 series. The Hunters Guild of Red Hood and Parasite. I think that right there could even be a possibly good stopping point, just because there's enough volumes to hold you over for about a month, depending on how fast and slow you read and everything like that. But I'll still show you everything else that we have, just because, you know, I want to be fair to you. There might be something that you see that might spark your interest, and then you can be the one to take that home, or be the one to let somebody else know that we have that in stock and they come in, check us out, because, you know, that's just how it goes. But let's go ahead and I'll show you a little bit more. So we have a couple other volumes of this, but I just grabbed the first 2 just to demonstrate to you. So Blood on the Tracks. Heard about this series, very dark series. It's a little bit going away from what you have now. Parasite is not too far off of this, but this is very psychological. I don't know if this would be something that you're into at this very point in time. Very different from the time when you bought Berserk. This is not like Berserk, just a totally different kind of feel to it. So this is something, I mean, it's just something for you to think about. I'll put this off to the side, but I wanted to just show you, let you know that we also have these as well. Don't rush on it at all though. Let me show you what else. Now these I do recommend. We just don't have volume 2. I apologize, but High School of the Dead, amazing series. Honestly, once you leave here, if you can go watch the anime, I say watch the anime, fire. But we got the 2 volumes in there. I know how you are. You're a little weirdo in a good way, but they're wrapped up, and they're wrapped up for a reason. Now, I'm not gonna let you touch them. You gotta buy these to get these. got you. I know how you are. I've seen you. Sneeze. Sea sniffer. I'm just joking with you, you know. Why we can't have a relationship like that? Come on now. It's not that deep. It's not that deep at all. But very, very just 2 volumes right here. But these amazing. This might be one to pick up as well, just because I vouch for this. You know, I try to give you something I vouch for. So, see, this is why we think alike. I'm at this to the pile. So I got you. And then, you know, I seen for Halloween, I seen your costume. I seen you in your partner's costume. I seen that y'all were dressed up as Jojo. So we don't have that much Jojo in style for you right now. Just thought that we would go ahead and just show it off to you, you know, like that. But just a couple volumes. None of the new stuff, but you know, we couldn't go wrong with grabbing a few. When I did grab these, I thought about you. Just because I know that you're a huge JoJo fan just like me, and I seen your costume and it was an amazing costume. I love that you made all of the pieces to your costume yourself, and you really killed that. So we got some of these right here. I'm gonna leave these off to the side. I'm not gonna just try to sell you on these. I just thought that I would just show you these, you know. It's hard because they're a little bit out of place, but I know how you're such a huge fan, so thought I would just demonstrate that for you. This right here, this series is from the creator of Death Note, Platinum End. Now I can be honest with you about this one. I read a little bit of it, just because, you know, sometimes we have downtime. I like to read the volumes just to make sure when anybody ever comes in and asks me, I can give you a detailed analysis and answer your questions that you may have on certain volumes. You know, and everything. I'm very knowledgeable for a lot of this stuff, but sometimes it slips past me, and I can't be up to date on everything, but I try to be. So that's why I try to do my due diligence and read some of these volumes. But this one right here, not really feeling it as much. Maybe you might like it better than I have. I just, you know, not really feeling this one that great. It is from the creator of Death Note. So, you know, Death Note is one of our favorite series. Wait a minute. You've never seen Death Note? You gotta go watch it. Maybe read it. We don't have it in stock, so I can't recommend that and give that to you. But definitely either go online and read it, or definitely watch it. But from the creator, this is definitely a different direction from it. Still kind of premise it just a little bit, but not even similar, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe I gotta let it go a little bit longer, you know. If it's still in stock in the shop, we'll definitely go ahead and indulge in that, but we just gotta see. I don't know at this point in time, if I'm being completely honest with you. But this one is just kind of is whatever, if I'm being honest, and we have all of them, all volumes here. So, all 17. So, you know, this might be something to think about. You could always come and grab this next time. There's no rush for this. This one's been sitting for a while, so now people know about this series. Very, very niche. So, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But I think the ones that you got right now are perfectly fine, just because, you know, a lot of people don't really picked up on those just yet. So, what's your game plan? What are you thinking? Okay, so you want to just stick to what you got, and you also want to throw the JoJo in there. Okay, nothing wrong with that. These other 2 series, a very dark series. So I think what you have now, not to say that what you have now isn't dark, but the other 2 are very extremely dark. So I think you should come back for those next time. I mean, we could always just meet up again. Literally, I'll open the shop up for you. I got an event going on pretty soon, so we can go ahead and get that taken care of for you. There's gonna be plenty of them in stock. This is just the display models. All the rest of them are coming in very, very soon, so there's nothing to worry about that. But I think you got a good variety of stuff right here, so I don't think you did anything wrong. Let's go ahead and go through what you got real quick. Okay, so before we go ahead, are you sure this is what you want to go through? Okay, I just want to be sure, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read these off for you. Just go through them. Make sure you let me know if you want to do it. Okay. Okay. So you're persistent on the JoJos. That's okay. That they're out of order, right? You don't have all of them, so as long as that's okay with you, it's fine with me as well. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So, Diamond Unbreakable. You sure you want to go ahead and get Diamond Unbreakable Part 1? Okay. Just making sure. Stardust Crusader. Sounds okay, right? Okay. These are great way. And then we have Phantom Blood Part 1 and 2. Okay, as I know you're really, really big into JoJo. You know, a lot of people would have skipped out on these first two parts, but very key, you know, very key. Jonathan plays an amazing role. If you don't know, we've talked about this before in the shop. Jonathan, we feel like Jonathan from Jotaro's stand that's him. You know, you give or take for what you want, but we feel like that's him. And then we also have High School of the Dead. So these two volumes right here, we don't have volume 2 just yet, but once we get volume 2, we'll go ahead and I'll put that off to the side for you just because in advance. I mean, if you bought these two and you want to buy the second one, so I'll take good care of you. There's nothing to worry about. You know, you always are such an amazing customer. Always give me so much grace and grateful energy when you come through the door. So I'm always thankful for you, always. So I'll take good care of you. But this right here, probably one of the best pickups if you ask me. I'm a little biased, but it happens, you know. I just want to be honest with you. I want to let you know that you're spending your money in the right ways. And this is going to add to your collection very well. And the next one, I would love once you read these, let me know what you think about these. I've yet to actually indulge in them myself, so maybe once we get a couple more into, I'll indulge in these, but these are definitely it right here if you ask me. And just for you being such a great customer, I got an extra volume for you that I'm just gonna throw in just because it's a trade-in that we got and it's the only one we have, and I just want to take you back to the older times with the older anime and pay a little homage to it and see how you feel about that. So I'll show you that at the very end. But yeah, we got all the volumes of Parasite right here, so we went through these at the very beginning. You know, I'll get all these packaged up for you and everything like that. I just want to go ahead and make sure that this is what you want to do. So is this, you sure these are what you want to go with? Okay, so I have them packaged up at the front, bag it up for you, and I'll meet you up there, and then you just go ahead and pay, and we'll take this. We'll take good care of you. Let me show you that last volume though, but just because you for the heck of it. So okay, so I know how you are new to this, and you still are more a new gen reader and watcher, you know. So this right here takes it back a little homage to back in the day. Slam Dunk is one of the best actual animes and mangas out there. Personally, for me, Kuroko no Basketball may be something that you've heard of a lot more. Maybe if you give or take it, depending on who you talk to, maybe they got a little bit of homage from Slam Dunk. But this volume came in such a great condition, and it's such an inspiring actual volume. We only have one, so I thought I would just go ahead and add this to your pile as well, free of charge. You have nothing to worry about. This one is on us for being such a great customer and coming back after so long, so thank you so much. But I'm gonna go ahead and get all these taken care of and bring these out to the front for you. Don't worry, we're gonna go ahead and dust them off, get them in a special bag for you, and take good care of you. Thank you again for getting to the shop. Thank you again for coming back to the shop. We really do appreciate it. Just because, you know, our inventory was stocked full and you helped us move some of the stuff that we just got in. So I'm so grateful for you. I can't wait to see you in the shop again. And hopefully the day you come in, maybe you could help assist me rework the shop. But we'll see. But until then, enjoy your reads. And I'll see you very soon.